inheritance. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Rickey Smiley. I love it.
The blessings of Abraham. I know you got a good word this morning.
Oh, thank you for this. I want to focus on that word blessing because all of us know what it means to be blessed, but I'll unpack it right quick. First of all, in the language of the Greek New Testament, the word blessed, it means internal satisfaction regardless of your external situation. I love that right there because blessing isn't always about bling bling, but blessing has to do with how you feel on the inside, regardless of what's going on in the world around you on the outside. A blessing is peace of mind when you're under pressure. A blessing is when you have joy in spite of the situation around you that's trying to rob you of your joy. A blessing is when what happens to you does not get in you because what is in you is greater than anything that comes at you. So a blessing, here it is internal satisfaction regardless of your external situation. But then I love what Donald Lawrence does here because he's talking about the blessing of Abraham. And a blessing, of course, is something that only God can do. And every now and then something happens in your life, and the only way you can explain it is to say, only God opened up that door. Only God put the right person in your life at the right time when life was going so wrong. Only God could wipe tears from your eyes. Only God made a way out of no way. A blessing is something that is labeled only God. But then finally, I love it. This is the blessing of Abraham, which means that your possibilities are going to overcome any impossibility, and your possibilities are greater than your past. You see, Abraham was an old man, but God blessed him to have a future. And that's the good news I'm giving to everyone right now. Regardless of your past, you've got a future. Regardless of your impossible situation, God can snatch possibilities out of your impossibilities. So you go ahead, have a blessed day because you know what it means to be blessed. So go ahead and enjoy the blessing of Abraham.
There it is, Pastor Haynes. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Cedric Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, Rickey Smiley, you can follow me on social media, and I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Cedric D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Cedric Haynes.
There it is. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey. Thank you for this, man.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 10 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment's being brought to you by Indeed. That's right, looking to hire. Indeed will help you speed up the process. They have 135 skills tests to help you find the right candidates faster. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Got your front page right here with Eva Marcel. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. President Biden spoke to a joint session of Congress last night, outlining his plans to move the country forward. Biden spoke jobs, universal preschool, free community college, and reducing health care premiums. Biden called for police reform with passage of the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act and called for voting right legislation to be passed. Meanwhile, the Republican response was delivered by Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina. And if you didn't know, he is the only black Republican in the Senate. He accused Democrats of creating division and claimed, quote, America is not a racist country. Rickey, I know you got something to say.
Man, please. I'm gonna defer to Special K. What do you think about the speech?
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He played the good, the good little black Negro Republican mascot. You know, he was ridiculous.
Absolutely,
he is ridiculous.
Now, in other news, federal agents raided the home of Donald Trump's personal lawyer, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, and federal hate crime charges were brought by the Justice Department yesterday against the three men who were accused in the death of Ahmaud Arbery, who was shot and killed last February while running in a Georgia neighborhood. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more on what we're following, log on to the Rickey Smiley morningshow.com. Brock T, what's going on in sports?
Man, it is in the air. Rick, I know you excited and nervous at the same time. The 2021 NFL Draft goes down tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And listen, man, and I'll get into this a little bit more detail later on in the show, but it's going to be obvious. Jacksonville Jaguars, number one pick is going to be quarterback Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. That's a no-brainer right there. After that, flip a coin, man. I mean, you got quarterback Mac Jones out of Alabama. You got quarterback Zach Wilson from BYU. You got quarterback Trey Lance out of North Dakota State, who happens to be my favorite pick in the entire draft.
Yeah, that boy bad, man.
Come on, bro. Let me tell you something. Him and Kyle Pitts. Look out for tight end out of Florida, Kyle Pitts. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. He may be the greatest tight end of all time when it comes to before going into the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Pitts is a monster. So Devontae Smith, he's probably going to go somewhere between 7, 8, 9, and 10. Expect him to go 7 or 8, somewhere around there. Then you got Justin Fields out of Ohio State, quarterback. Patrick Surtain, the defensive back, beast mode DB out of Alabama. Hey, Rick, don't be surprised if Surtain wind up as a Dallas Cowboy. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That'll be good. We definitely going to need him.
Yes, indeedy, man. So we'll get into a little bit further detail later on in the show. Big ups to the Phoenix Suns. They clinched their first playoff berth in 11 years. I didn't realize they ain't been in the playoffs in 11 years thanks to CP3, Chris Paul III out there. So what I got for sports right about now. Gary with the T.
All right, y'all. Now, the talk is still being talked about, and I'm hoping that this show lasts, y'all. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that the talk ratings plunged to the lowest daytime program following the exit, y'all, Sharon Osbourne, y'all. Now, they're saying that the talk suffered a significant dip in ratings among daytime programming following Sharon Osbourne's exit, y'all, from the show. Now, the CBS talk show, y'all, returned to its regular programming schedule on April the 12th, y'all, following that nearly month-long hiatus after an on-air spat between Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood resulted in the former reality star leaving the show for good. Now, the Soap Opera Network reports that the ratings, y'all, for the talk during the week of April the 12th through the 16th dipped to the number 13 spot. Now, they're saying that the last place on the list in both the women 18 to 49 demographic, a 0.23 rating, and the women 25 to 54 demographic, y'all, a 0.35 rating. And they're saying, y'all, that this is just not a good look. But, you know,
so they're going to have to bring somebody on that show that's going to get those numbers back up, and probably somebody that probably on the right side, you know, just to give the show some balance.
They're going to have to do something.
Middle-aged white women, but
yeah, they're going to get it back. And right now they have two black hosts, that's Cheryl Underwood and the other young lady on there. And, you know, these women ain't trying to go for that because they're so used to having. Initially, they had not Connie Chung, what's her name? His wife, Les Mandu's wife, the president of CBS, who got fired. His wife was initially on, and then they had Sharon, and now they have Cheryl and this other young lady. I can't recall her name right now. It's not in front of me, but that ain't a good look, y'all. That show might be leaving. And Ms. Underwood, you know, she's speaking out. You know, she's trying to say that she wanted all the world to hear her side of the story as well. But we're going to see how it all turn out. Because now, also, Carrie Ann Anaba, she left. She's on a leave, she said. She said she's taking a leave right now. So that's not a good look. So
she's looking for something else. That's when they take a day off, they're trying to find another job.
Yeah, but they said
going out filling out applications.
Because it's amazing. I mean, how this all turned out with, you know, this Sharon Osbourne situation. So we're going to follow that story, y'all. The color today is one of my favorite colors, y'all. My color today is green ash. On the high end, you say green ash, and on the low end, you say beautiful grass green. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, we getting ready to hear the real story of the Queen Bee, and I'm going to tell y'all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rick Smiley, the morning show. The same is being brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Hey, what up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. In a recent interview with Yahoo Entertainment, Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o has finally opened up about Marvel Studios' upcoming Black Panther sequel, revealing that going back to the set of the MCU film will be very emotionally difficult, as she and the film's cast are still mourning the loss of lead star and dear friend Chadwick Boseman, who died at the age of 43, nearly a year after a 4-year-long private battle with colon cancer. Production on Black Panther 2 is expected to begin sometime this year in Atlanta, just in time for its current July 8th, 2022 release. Now, Lupita also shared her trust in the project and director Ryan Coogler, who has reshaped the sequel story in a way that will honor and respect the untimely passing of Boseman. All right, y'all, moving on. Lil' Kim, you got it going on. Whoa. She is set to release her new memoir, The Queen Bee, this fall. And according to People, the rap icon announced that the book will arrive via Hatchet Books on November 2nd. And she said in the statement, I am excited to finally get to tell my story after all this time. Many people thought they knew the story of Lil' Kim, but they have no idea. The book is written by Kim and author Kathy Landoli and will detail the rapper's life and career. Now, y'all, we have seen a lot of stories about Lil' Kim from Biggie's side, from other documentary sides that might throw her in the whole mix of all the Junior Mafia stuff and the Biggie Tupac stuff. But we finally get to hear from Lil' Kim herself, who is a legend. I love her, and I can't wait to hear all the things that she went through in her whole life, because it's been a lot. We go through a whole lot of female rappers.
It should be a movie. A movie about Lil' Kim would be great.
Me too. I feel like, but that's okay. Probably after the book, Rick. You know, sometimes that's when you go on and get that movie once you put that book out, because that's when people start coming at you because they want to turn it into a visual opposed to people just reading. All right, y'all. Moving on. 2021 Billboard Music Awards, they have announced their first finalists. The top 100 hot artists is DaBaby, Drake, Dua Lipa, Pop Smoke, and The Weeknd. And of course, the top female rap artists, those would be Cardi B, Meg the Stallion, and your favorite, Gary, Saweetie.
Oh,
I'm happy for Sweetie. Yes, I'm happy for her. She getting her own thing going. She ain't got to worry about nobody saying nothing about her car and Quavo and all of that stuff.
Which one you talking about?
No. Not Sweetie Pies, and not the little black girl that worked for the white lady on from Housewives. Not that one. Not them. Saweetie, the one that was
Saweetie.
Saweetie, yeah. And today the remaining finalists will be announced, y'all. The 2021 Billboard Music Awards will air live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, May 23rd at 8 p.m. All right, y'all, that's gonna wrap up the hot spot right there. That's all your girl got. But coming up next, we got Special K with the news that you absolutely positively cannot use. And why don't y'all hit us up for them wake up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 28 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What if I told you that you can spend less than $100 on a brand new pair of glasses? What if I told you that includes an eye exam? Yep, only at America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses stores. So you need to head on down there to America's Best and get a comprehensive eye exam and find hundreds of stylish frames all in one place. There's no better time to shop. America's Best has the newest on-trend styles like geometric and two-tone frames. So go online today to schedule an appointment at americasbest.com. Already have a valid prescription? Save time and money. Shop online and get 2 complete pairs of single vision glasses for $69.95, including a free eye exam. Visit americasbest.com to shop today. With hundreds of frames to choose from, you're certain to find your perfect pair. Wow. So stop overpaying for your eyeglasses. Go online to find an America's Best store. They have over 800 locations ready to serve you. That's americasbest.com. In certain states, eye exams provided by independent doctors of optometry or ophthalmology. Tell them Rickey Smiley sent you.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. Special K got news you're positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Well, this is news you can use. Fellas, y'all better listen up, man. Out here having all these relationship problems because y'all going after the wrong type of women. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's some keepers out here, but y'all got to know where to find them. They all in the hood. The keepers, the ride or dies, they all in the hood. These are things you need to look for when you're looking for a good woman. Dave, give me some appropriate music, please. Now, you need your woman now. She got a washer and a dryer, but she got to go to the laundromat to use the dryer because hers don't work. I'm telling you, that's a good sign. That dryer been in there for 3 years, not working. Whenever you riding in her car and she get gas, she'll never get more than $10, and she always go in to get a blunt and 5 scratch-offs. I'm telling you, these some good, solid women, man. If she got car insurance, but it's just the amount required by law. That means she ain't got no full coverage. She got liability, no liability. If y'all go to the hood club and everybody know her, from the doorman to security to the bartender to the DJ, they all know her by name. And all them chicks be some good women, man. If she drop whatever she doing because her friend or her sister call and tell her, I need you to pull up, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah,
that's
they
a good
gone.
chick. She ain't ask no questions. She just be like, where you at? Where you at? If she call you bruh.
Always ready to fight.
Always ready to fight. Matter of fact, if
and
she
got her bonnet on, too. Got that bonnet on.
If she keep a pair of slip-on sneakers in her back seat, just in case she have to fight, that's a good woman. If she drop whatever if she call you bruh all the time, if she call you bruh all the time, even when you have an intimate relationship, bruh, I like when you do that, bruh, do that again, bruh, that right there, bruh. If she say that, that's a good woman to have, man. If you go to her house and she got 4 kids, all under 9 years old, and they all got different grades of hair, that's not a bad sign. That's a ride or die, man. That's a ride or die. Ain't nobody.
How far do they live from a Burlington Coat Factory?
They real close to a Burlington, to a Food Depot or a Piggly Wiggly. They real close to a check cashing store and a used tire shop.
Boy, you don't know the pain.
Usually within 2
you
miles.
You don't know the pain, man.
I'm telling you, these be the good women, man. These be the ride or dies. These be the ones that ain't gonna cheat on you. They ain't gonna break up with you if you cheat on. I'm telling you, man. These be the good ones. If she always put her phone on speaker and talk loud into the bottom of it in public. You ever seen girls? They hold their phone in their hand and they be talking into the bottom of it to make sure.
And when they get to arguing, they swing that ponytail, holding that phone, and they had the little house shoes on with the little fur.
That I'm telling you, bro, them be the ones, man. They be some. Look, if you spend the night at her house for the first time and leave in the morning, and her kids see you and don't look surprised or curious. You see her kids, they ain't never met you a day in their life, but they don't even look up. They just see you walking through the kitchen. They ain't paying you no attention. They ain't asking who you are.
You trying to say they used to it?
Somebody be in there.
They used to seeing a strange dude walking out at 8 o'clock.
Oh, man.
They ain't fazed by it, man. These be the good women to find, man. So y'all go out here and find these ride or dies, man. Go to the hood and get you a nice
ain't never lied, bro.
Them degrees and all that is overrated, man. You don't need them degree chick be cheating on you. If she got a PhD, she also got a side dude.
Tell the story, Special K.
Don't go after that education and, she makes 6 figures and all that. Okay, and she cheating on you. And she gonna leave you for somebody better. Get you a chick.
What kind of car she drive, K? What kind of car she drive, K?
She drive a raggedy Nissan Versa. Her bumper hanging off.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Okay, I can't sing. Wait.
Attention Social Security and SSI recipients. If you didn't know.
Boy, that was stupid.
And for your eligible spouse.
Who on just me, K, and RT?
Them hood chicks. It do sound like it's just 3 of us, no?
Yeah. Sound like
it. IP. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Sent myself a reminder. Circled on my calendar.
Boy, we crazy. Hey, hope y'all having a good morning. Good morning, everybody, man. Hey.
Got to her house and logged in.
Are y'all listening to the morning show?
There's a minute of that legendary.
Hey, I hope y'all having a blessed day.
Like a 10-piece chicken McNugget.
Because you tired of us being trifling on the air.
And get another for just $1.
Hey, what up, Kenise? G-Way? What up, Sarah? What up, Benita? Monica Smith?
Make sure you go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com now.
Hey, what up, Mike? Rue? Hey, what up, dog? Good morning. thank you there, Kiki. Trying to get my hey, thank you there, Kenosha. How you doing? Julia Wallace. Hey, I appreciate it. Trying to get my little appetite back. It's been what up, Malcolm Walker? Dog team. I know you're gonna be watching that draft tonight. Rhonda Newell wants to be in my video. Hey, what up, Broderick Burns? LaDonna Moody. How everybody feeling this morning? Trying to snap out of this, y'all. It's been a rough 2 weeks. Trying to get my appetite back. If you're suffering, go to therapy and go get help. Depression is real. Probably the first time in my life I ever felt depression. I hadn't felt depression like this since high school. So, little by little, I've been trying to eat, and I got some fruit right here. Make sure, do not suffer. Do not suffer. Hey, what up, Marche Marsh, all the way from Canada. Good morning. Hey, what up, Shay Walton? What'd you say, Jaleesa? Hey, man, I hope y'all having a blessed morning. Detroit in the building. 313. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, thank you, Crystal. Asheville, North Carolina, what's up? Crystal Williams, Tammy Tan from Michigan. Angela Scott, good morning. Pam Darity, good morning to you. Mary Wiggins. Yeah, I just want to say that to y'all, man. Make sure you go get therapy. Don't ever sit up and suffer. And you don't have to go through stuff by yourself, man. If you can invest in a haircut and clothes or whatever, invest into your brain. Talk to a therapist. I hadn't used a therapist since high school, but I've been talking to one because this is the most depressed I have ever been in my life. You know how you be sitting there watching, I'm sitting here watching ESPN, watching Stephen A. Smith, and laughing at Stephen A. Smith arguing about the draft, and goddamn just tears just coming down your eyes. Like all day yesterday, and then you sleep all day. You can't stop the tears from just coming down your eyes or whatever. Only one good therapy for me is just up here doing radio. So you know, this job right here kind of keep your mind occupied, but it's crazy because the minute you get off the air, as soon as you get through doing radio and you walk out that door, walk out of this studio, you walk right back into the hurt and the pain and the grief. And you know, to suffer losses like that and stuff, man, is just it's something. Because just to give you a quick history, you know, my uncle passed, but my uncle and my dad were good friends. My daddy got killed when I was a little boy. And my uncle and my dad finished high school together, and they fought in Vietnam together. So when my dad died, my uncle stepped up to the plate. And just to, you know, to lose him with a nephew that I pretty much raised the same week. The last time I saw my nephew, I told him to take some seafood to my uncle, and both of them passed away the same week. And that's the last time I saw my nephew. He came over here to get food to take to my uncle, who we didn't know had stage 4 cancer because he didn't tell anyone. But y'all can get therapy online. You can go to Spring Forth Counseling. Go to Spring Forth Counseling, or you can look up Crystal J. Mullins, who's my family, personal family therapist, who me and my kids use. So I want to get away from the church. Yeah, we pray and we turn it over to God. And what up, Sheila Gray from Riverdale? Love you. You know I love y'all in the ATL. So just to suffer that loss like that and just sit here. You be crying but not crying. You sit up here laughing at a video, or I was out there working in the yard. I'm like, is it the pollen make like tears just coming down your eyes, and you just out here doing yard work and you crying on the inside, but you really trying to get rid of a wasp nest or set a trap for raccoons. Like I was doing all that yesterday. I'm like, why the hell tears just keep like all day, every day for the past couple of weeks, man. I never felt this kind of grief and sadness in my life. And so I'm telling y'all, man, if you out there, you suffering, hold on.
Coming to the Marriott Ballroom.
Hey, listen to this.
This weekend, only for 2 sold-out shows. From the people that brought you Mama My Feet Hurt and Chitlins Don't Make It Groceries, comes the new hit gospel stage play, God Get This Nigga Off Me, starring Howard Hewitt, Cheryl Pepsi Riley, and Malika. God Get This Nigga Off Me, a story of family, fighting, and forgiveness.
What a remote.
With original songs by Little G from Silk.
God, get this off me. He keep beating me, Jesus.
Also starring David Evans. Who? You know David Evans, the second Lionel from the Jeffersons. You know the light-skinned one with the afro. Oh. And Clifton Powell.
Your granddaddy beat my mama, and I beat your mama. It's what we do. Now go home and get to work.
God, get this off. You'll be inspired. You'll be uplifted. You'll laugh till you cry. It's a play for the whole family.
What done happened to your eye, baby? I feel them steps, mama, on both eyes.
Co-starring Ronaldo Douglas. Ooh, you know Ronaldo Douglas from Good Times. Bookman's assistant, TC. Ugly Duckling, episode 29, season 3. Oh, don't miss this star-studded event. Tickets available at Shirley's House of Hair. It's actually Shirley's house, where she does hair. God, get this off me. Don't miss it.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, this is the top of the hour. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, give me my flowers while I'm right here. Give them now. I'm going to tell you who wanted their flowers next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
God, get this nigga off me. He keep beating me, Jesus. Y'all crazy on here. Hey, but hey man, I hope y'all having an awesome, blessed morning. And so y'all make sure you turn your radios to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So the whole purpose of this video is to encourage anybody that's dealing with happy birthday, Gwen. Anybody that's dealing with anything, man, or whatever, it's okay to cry. It's okay to lay in the bed and go to sleep. Sometimes you're going to lose your appetite. Our grandparents went through it. Our parents went through it. And if you have deaths in your family back to back, understand that you are not cursed. It is just a pure coincidence, and it is the cycle of life. Everything that we going through, our parents go through it, our grandparents went through it, our great-grandparents went through it, and the generation before that, and the generation before that. It comes with life, and it is what it is. But don't suffer. Go and get help. Go and get help. Call Spring Forth Counseling. Go on Instagram, Spring Forth Counseling, or call Crystal Mullins, who we use, our family therapist. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video, and I hope y'all listen to the morning show because we crazy. Gary about to do the tea and the Kahlua today coming up, so you do not, oh yeah, thank you, Trina. Next month is mental health awareness, so we really gonna be all over this. Probably have a therapist on every day just to do a segment for mental health awareness, because we want black folks, want our folks to go get help, because we're trained and conditioned that you just pray and give it over to the Lord and everything gonna be all right or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be all right, but it ain't gonna be all right if you don't go get help. Carry that pain into other situations and stuff, and you don't want to do any damage. So, hey, what up, Tawanda Amos? What up, Sarah? That's my favorite Alabama A&M member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Put me on some of my first college shows, hosting Delta Week. Tawanda, I still got those pictures. If I find them, I'm gonna post them today. What up, Mark Mack? St. Louis in the building. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all turn your radios on right now, because we about to do that tea and the color of the day. All right, man. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Hey, what up, Melanie Castleberry? All the Deltas on here this morning. Jennifer Castleberry. All the Sarahs. Shout out to the Zetas, Sigma Gamma Rose, and the Sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Love all of y'all. All right, y'all. Peace.
Coming to the Marriott Ballroom A and B this weekend, only for 2 sold-out shows. From the people that brought you Mama, My Feet Hurt and Chitlins Don't Make It Groceries, comes the new hit gospel stage play, God Get This Nigga Off Me, starring Howard Hewitt, Cheryl Pepsi Riley, and Malik. God Get This Nigga Off Me, a story of family, fighting, and forgiveness.
What a remote.
With original songs by Little G from Silk.
God, get this off of me. He keep beating me, Jesus.
Also starring Damon Evans. Who? You know Damon Evans, the second Lionel from the Jeffersons. You know the light-skinned one with the afro.
Oh.
And Clifton Powell.
Your granddaddy beat my mama, and I beat your mama. It's what we do. Now go home and get to work.
God, get this off. You'll be inspired. You'll be uplifted. You'll laugh till you cry. It's a play for the whole family.
What done happened to your eye, baby? I fell down the steps, mama, on both eyes.
Co-starring Ronaldo Douglas. Who? You know Ronaldo Douglas from Good Times, Bookman's Assistant, TC, Ugly Duckling, episode 29, season 3.
Oh.
Don't miss this star-studded event. Tickets available at Shirley's House of Hair.
It's actually Shirley's house where she does hair.
God, get this off me. Don't miss it.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 5 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. People are saying, y'all, whatever the Zoom equivalent is, y'all, of a knockdown, drag-out fight, baby, it occurred yesterday on the Wendy Williams show, honey. She had Miss Jocelyn Hernandez on there, and, honey, it was a mess. Now, let me let y'all listen to some of the stuff that happened yesterday.
We love you, but at the same time, you have to do better. You're not in an abusive relationship anymore. You don't deal with that man anymore. You should be in a better place. And when people come on your show, especially black culture, you should be nicer to us, the ladies. You should respect us. You should give us our flowers while we're here. And you should tell us how proud you are of what we've done in the streets.
Well, I'm not proud of all. And what I've been through makes me even harder on young women. Like, you can do better. Now, can we get back to the show at hand?
Baby, Miss Jocelyn went off on Wendy. She said she want her damn flowers now. And she said, Wendy, treat the black girls and black people come on her show. She said, you treat us different, Wendy. She said, you talk down to us and you treat us bad, but when your white guests come on, she said, honey, you just roll out the flowers and you just do everything for them, honey. And she was very upset about it, but Wendy couldn't believe it. Wendy said, okay, girl, I'm going to tell you this, girl, your show is number one. You got the number one show. She said, I got the number one show. Then she went back and told Jocelyn, no, you got the number one show. And then she said, no, I got the number one show. You got the number one show. And baby, they said,
no,
girl,
Wendy told her she had the
got it
number
on
2
Zeus.
show, and Wendy said she had the number 1 show. She said you have the number 1 show on Zeus.
On Zeus.
And then Jocelyn said no, number 1 in the country. Wendy made it very clear that Wendy has the number 1 show, and Jocelyn Hernandez can be number 2, honey. It was tragic.
And then they checked it out. They say, first of all, girl, they say neither one of them have a number 1 show, honey.
Oh, Lord, Gary.
They say Wendy show ain't number 1, honey. Oh, Jocelyn's, honey. But it was a mess. I felt bad for Wendy, though. And that's why a lot of people said you need to screen these people before they come on your show. Because she would have never thought Jocelyn was going to come on.
Wendy was ready to pull the plug, too.
Yes, she was. She
like,
said,
are we
pull the
going to
plug.
keep going? Just stop this. Just turn it off. Pull the plug.
Yes, honey.
She
it
did
was
an Omarosa.
She sure did. So I'm like, oh my God.
She was ready, but not ready for that interview. You could see Wendy's face. She looked perturbed. She was
But she
looking at
did
that girl
apologize, though. She said she was sorry for something, but it still was shady. It still was shady. Wendy said, well, I'm sorry if something. I don't know what she apologized for. It was a slight apology. It probably, she's like, please just put the shoe camera on. Whatever, girl. Show me your shoes.
She called her 35 years her senior.
And Wendy was like, shade. Oh, that was shade.
It was a mess, honey. I was like, oh my God, honey. Wendy was not expecting that, though. I guess the Puerto Rican princess won't be going back on her show no time soon.
Probably not.
Nah. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Jada Pinkett Smith says Justin Bieber and his beautiful wife, y'all, Miss Hailey Bieber, y'all, are compatible as a couple because they have a common goal beyond their relationship. They're a beautiful couple, and she said that, they have the Lord in their life. And she, some people saying, honey, that, do they really have the Lord in their life just because they're compatible or whatever they're saying? But she said that she agreed that they want to serve God and they want to love God together, and that is always their North Star. Isn't that beautiful?
Right.
That is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That is so beautiful. And Justin has toned down a lot. He's not doing some of those kind of crazy antics, which a lot of people are getting on him, not because he's wearing dreads. Honey. They're saying that he should not be wearing dreads as a white man because there's cultural.
He locked his hair up?
Yeah. And they're saying that he shouldn't do that because it's not a good look for the African American community. So
he's done it before, Eva. I mean, I look at it as just like a hairstyle, but not everybody else, but a lot of people are like, oh, what you call it, Gary? Culturally inappropriate.
Cultural appropriation.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so congratulations to them, y'all. And she also said that their faith was the anchor that goes beyond their relationship, y'all. So a lot of people should listen to that and hear that and follow the Biebers, y'all, because we love them, I guess. All right, the cologne today, honey, what? What'd you say?
He looks cute in locks. I just pulled up a picture, Gary. He looks cute.
It looks kind of
They need to do a show called Leave It to Bieber.
The cologne today, honey, one of my favorite colognes. My cologne today, y'all, is green ashes. On the high end, you say green ashes.
Yes.
And on the low end, just say beautiful grass green. That's your cologne for today.
All right, y'all, time for the wake-up call. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY.
Wake it up. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so we be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, this is Steve from Union City, and I just want to say, wake up, Atlanta, I love you.
Good morning, this is Derek from Detroit calling, wake up my brother Dub, GFL, wake up.
Good morning, my name is Jacqueline, calling from Tippingtown Lake, and I would like to tell my honey to wake up.
Wake up, Tim Scott. He said there was no racism in the United States. He needs to wake up.
Yes, I want to give a wake up shout out to Raleigh, North Carolina. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Y'all have a great day.
Come on, it's a whole gang of cities tuned in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Huntsville, wake up. Chattanooga, wake up. And Shreveport, wake up. Wake up. Where you at, Jackson? Wake up. Savannah, wake up. And Charleston, wake up. Wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brett.
You welcome, Rickey.
Hello.
Barbara.
good morning.
Good morning.
This is Dr. Sidman Azibo. I call you on the behalf of the Federal Social Security Administration Division. I call you about your Social Security check. Yes, ma'am. I called to let you know that we're going to be reducing your check because the government is having cutbacks right now in the midst of everything that go on with the gas price, and we try to help the gas and the surplus of the nation. So we will cut your check back down to $250 for the next 12 months. And
no, y'all won't?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, sir.
Ma'am, do not.
You better tell them folks they better get them a job. Like I work for mine. They better get up and work for theirs.
Yes, ma'am. How could you say something so insensitive? That is not nice to say about the people because they are trying to get back on their feet. This is about the gas price and help the gas price.
Nobody has to have a car. Let them walk like I do.
Shut up and be a good American, please. And
man, I'm not studying about being no good American, no bad American, because I'm not even an American. I'm just a person living in America. There's no such thing as a good or a bad American.
I bet I'd be a bad American if I come and slap you for hollering at me like that.
No, if you come and slap me, you'll be a dead American because I'm going to you up.
No, ma'am, you will not touch me because I'm a trained...
If you touch me...
I'm a trained Mabuti warrior from the Booyah tribe.
I don't give a damn what tribe from you from. I'm from the kick-ass tribe. Put your paws on me, I'm going to try my best to you.
I'm trained in shield and I'm trained in spear. Come on,
I don't give a damn about no spear. I'll whoop your on GP. You waste your time. Don't waste my damn time talking about my check.
We will, ma'am, it is going down to $250, and then we will...
If it does, I'm going to find your and whoop it till it go back up.
Barbara, what you do not understand is that the federal guidelines in regards to the Social Security state that the government in time of financial economic crisis and big deficit, we can check.
You get through to doing all that talking, the government had to come here and knock on the door and tell me some like that, because what you saying ain't meaning.
If you read your paperwork, if you do have to read, you can read the paperwork. You're not getting your check. You're not.
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. You don't let it come. I'll whoop your ass to a rope like okra. Around here now, skin your ass like I skinned that catfish last night.
I'm from G Unit. I'm in the G Unit.
I wouldn't give a damn if you was from the Hoochie Coochie tribe from Mississippi. I don't give a damn about nobody.
This is Dr. Sidman Azibo, ma'am. You will
I don't
respect
give
me.
a damn about you saying you doctor.
I'm from the Nigeria, the American black.
I don't
You should
care where you
respect me.
from.
You respect me. I will come to the Alabama. I will slap you, baby.
Yeah, and I'll slap your ass to sleep, too. You hobo your way up here in Alabama with me, I pay it back. You just hobo your way up here, I pay it back.
Because of the gas price assistance. I can't.
The gas, you from a tribe, run. You shouldn't want no gas. What you need gas from? You from a tribe. Put them big 15 feet on the cement and get to running.
Why don't you meet me downtown at the radio station?
What radio station?
It's a prank phone call. It's comedian Roy Wood Jr., Barbara. How you doing?
All right, Black Tony, what's going on? What's the problem, bro?
I'm going through
the whole move. You felt how the energy just dropped, right, T?
Ain't nothing wrong. My ends are good, son.
Okay, why aren't you at work though?
My ends ain't good, son. You need to check your own self, son. This ain't about me, son. This about you got a problem. Look,
I don't have a problem, son. I'm at work.
Son, let me ask you something. That's why you at work. That's why I'm out here hustling. I'm finna have a hot boy summer. Look, son, let me ask you something. You ain't finna have no hot boy summer.
What is a hot boy summer? What is a hot boy summer?
When you bagged up, when your money right, when your cash, when your flow right, you know what I'm saying? You riding good, you looking good, you eating good.
Hey, Black Tony,
every Monday night.
How many racks you made last night?
I ain't made now racks on the truck last night. I'm on that paper game right now, so I'm on the paper game right now. I ain't even moving no pills, none of that. I'm on that paper game right now. Let me ask you something, so this is what I called for.
Yeah.
How much? You got a good relation with your bank, shout with the bank. The bank folks trust you.
Yeah.
And the bank folks trust Brett.
Say what?
Bank folks trust you, Brett, and Evil. I'm saying the three of y'all, shout the bank folks trust y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got a good relationship.
Y'all can go in there and do what you need to do. So look, shout it. All right. So look. So your boy got some Pell Grant checks. We got some blank Pell Grant checks. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I need to put them in the bank, shout it.
What school?
Put them in the bank. All different schools. So my girl work for the state. You know what I'm saying? We got 600 blank Pell Grant checks for $7,000 apiece. Out. I need y'all to take two. Brett, you take 200. Eva, you take 200. Rick, you take 200. Sir. Put them in y'all accounts, out. And then I'm gonna give y'all half for it. You know what I'm saying? They for $6,000. I'm gonna give you $2,500 off for it. You throw me back $1,500 off for it. Woody woo. You know what I'm saying? Hot boy summer.
Wait a minute. So you gonna give me a blank check, a Pell Grant check for $7,000 for 7 racks?
And I get what?
And how much we get out of it?
Then I get, you break me out $1,500 off of them. And then, you know, woo. Them folks ain't gonna ask you no questions.
When you said $7,000, so the check for $7,000 and give you $1,500, and we keep how much?
Yeah, you give me $2,500, you keep $1,500. You know what I'm saying? It's like woo.
What about the kids in school?
I don't give a damn about them damn kids in school. Shout out my kids, dumb as hell. They ain't going to college. I'm talking about.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show. Hey, this thing was being brought to you by
Macy's. Tune in each week to the Undressing Room podcast, presented by Macy's, with hosts me, Eva Marcille, L'Oreal, and Dominique the Diva. We are 3 powerhouse women who are not afraid to speak our mind. Available wherever you listen to podcasts. Hey, Gary.
Good morning, Eva. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America, honey. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about Beyonce, y'all. She is amazing. It's being reported, y'all, that Beyonce recently, y'all, released her best quotes on love and marriage, y'all. And I got a couple of them, and I'm going to let y'all hear. I'm going to read some of them to y'all. This is so amazing. Write this down, y'all. One of her quotes said, she said, I've seen, honey, growing up when a woman or a man in a relationship, y'all, doesn't feel confident, they feel a bit trapped. She said, your self-worth is determined by you. She said, you don't have to depend on someone telling you who you are. Then she got another one too, y'all. Oh, this is amazing. She said, I don't know much about fighting, but I know I will fight for you. So I don't know if she was saying that to Jay-Z or she was saying it to somebody else, but she said that. And here's another one. She said, you have to be something that is forever, something that is invisible. Isn't that touching? That is so beautiful. So, in essence, you could be there for your person, but they can't see you because you got to be invisible, but you could be a ghost forever. That's what it sounds like to me. She said you have to be something. She said you have to have something that is forever, something that is invisible.
That's trying to make it sound all deep.
But I don't mean that mean the person is invisible, Gary.
Well, who invisible? She said you got to be something that's forever, and you got to be invisible, so that means he can't never see you. But you could just be there. I don't know. That's one. That's from Beyonce's best quotes. Here's another one. If he invited you out, he's got to pay.
Yep. Let's just stick to Beyonce songs. How about that?
Nah, that's real. I agree with that.
Yeah.
If somebody invite you out, they should pay.
Well, that's what some people say.
Yeah.
If I invite you out, Gary, you gonna expect me to pay?
I sure am, because you invited me out. Yeah.
See?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then here's another one that's so profound. She said, this baby has made me love him more than I've ever thought I could love another human being. She said, it's just that I love him so much that we almost feel like one. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh.
And here's my
sounds like she was pregnant or just had her baby.
About her child, yeah.
And here's my final one, because I can't read no more of this. She said, I would not be the woman I am if I did not go home to that man. It just gives me such a foundation. He's helped me on so many levels.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Better love your man, girl.
I love it.
That's beautiful. Congratulations to Beyonce. I'm sure a book is out, honey. It's Beyonce's best quotes on love and marriage. So that's profound. All right, moving on to other celebrity news.
I don't know how profound it is, but all right.
Don't be a hater, Kay.
It sounds pretty regular to me. I mean, okay, anyway.
Yes, we love Beyonce. All right,
nothing
moving
regular
on.
about Beyonce.
Right, you objected to paying for the meal, Kay. What? I mean, come on.
I was just saying overall.
Right, come on, Brad.
Okay. Go ahead, Gary.
All right, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all. Baby Jocelyn Hernandez was on Wendy Williams yesterday, and it was a beautiful show, honey. Jocelyn honey, came in with fire. And here's what she said yesterday on Wendy Williams' show.
I'm an accomplished woman, and I just feel like every time I come to your show, you don't give me those flowers now, you know? And you're 35 years my city.
Ow, yes.
I should get those flowers by you. I should feel wanted by people like you. Not just me, all the other young girls.
You are wanted by me. I always say that you're very entertaining.
But we feel like you be trying us. We feel like you don't be really rooting for us. You know, we feel like, and especially with me, every time I come on your show, you always want to compare me to another broad.
Oh, wow. That was Jocelyn. Yeah, she told that to Wendy. But now Jocelyn was kind of wrong for that. She went on Wendy's show and disrespected her. That's Wendy's show. You can't not disrespect the host like that, asking for flowers and stuff. But Wendy did have some dead flowers on her table.
Ooh,
and she
yes,
took
she
them,
did.
and she threw them to her. She said, "Girl, here." She said, "Here."
She did. There you flowers. I said, "Come on, my Lord."
It was so subliminally shady. It was so, and it was virtual too, which made it even like the amount of shade that they threw virtually was everything. It was everything.
Yes, and so Miss Williams, she was upset. But I thought Jocelyn was disrespectful too, though, when she told this girl, "Honey, you didn't got over your husband. Y'all through now. You're a single woman.
That
you need
didn't
to
have
get over
nothing to
it."
do with nothing, I don't think.
Yeah, but
do you think Jocelyn had any validity to what she was saying, or she spoke for the way a lot of other guests and people feel going on her show?
The jury is still out.
I mean, that's Wendy's whole thing, though, even from back in the day. You going to be scared to go on her show because ain't no telling what she might say. And she carried it on into TV. Now, not as bad, but you feel tense when you go because you don't know what she going to say.
Yep.
So that's normal for Wendy.
True. Yes, so Jocelyn, we love you. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is green ash. On the high end, you say green ash, and on the low end, you say beautiful light green. That's grass green to be exact. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all. Last night, President Joe Biden delivered his first address before the joint session of Congress, and as his administration hits the 100-day mark. And joining us this morning is Biden's senior advisor and director of White House of Public Engagement, Mr. Cedric Richmond. Man, welcome back to the show, man. Thank you so much for joining us again this morning. So
Thanks
it was
for having me again.
Man, thank you so much for coming on. We know you running, and it was a historic event last night as Vice President Kamala Harris and the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi became the first women to share the stage in Congress during a presidential address. Not to mention Biden has now completed his first 100 days in office during a pandemic. Now, what would you say is President Biden's biggest victory during the administration's first 100 days?
Well, since we were taking such the brunt of the death and destruction from COVID-19, I would have to say it's the fact that we completed 2 million shots, vaccinated 80% of our seniors, and 79% of those, 79% of African American seniors who were taking a really hard hit from COVID-19. And then add in the fact that we passed the American Rescue Plan that really put $1,400 in the hands of over 150 million households. And we we reduced black poverty in this country by 34% this year. We reduced child poverty by 50% by expanding the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit. So we are working, and here's the good part. Everything we do it through a lens of racial equity. And I'll just give you a small example. The Department of Transportation and Development had over $800 million out in projects that people were submitting applications for. And they paused it to now judge those applications on racial equity too, whether they are hurting minority neighborhoods or whether they're helping minority neighborhoods. And one project in Texas that was expanding the interstate in black and brown neighborhoods, we put a pause on. So I'm just really proud of this president, the fact that he's not scared to say the word racism, he's not scared to deal with poverty, and he's doing exactly what he told us he was going to do.
Now, Mr. Richmond, you touched on the vaccination situation, and a lot of people are really still leery about the vaccinations, even though you've done a great job up to this point. Now, what is the White House what are their plans to directly address the people who are still kind of leery about the vaccinations?
That's a great question. We've been going straight to people. That's one of the reasons why we enlisted community health centers to do vaccinations. It's because they're in the community and people trust their local doctors, their local community health centers. And then we're having a lot of one-on-one conversations. I regularly convene a call with black male influencers to give them the science. And I don't talk to them. I use the scientist and Dr. Vivek Murthy to really give them the science about the vaccine, why you should do it, how it was created so fast, the side effects, if any. So we believe that if we give the people the information, be honest and transparent with them, then people will do it. And we're starting to see an uptick, especially in the black community and other minority communities, because they know how important it is. And then now that you can take your mask off outside and we're trying to get back to some sense of normalcy around 4th of July, I think people are doing it as a shared sacrifice, but we have to keep pushing people. Look, the best thing you can do for your parents and grandparents is to get vaccinated, especially if you love them and you care about their health. So you saw with Johnson & Johnson, there was a problem, we pulled it, and we were honest about it, and we told people about it. So our hope is that people understand that we're not going to lie to them, that we're being honest with them. When there's a problem, we're going to tell them. When there's not a problem, we're going to tell them and encourage them to get vaccinated. But now anybody over the age of 16 can go get in line to get vaccinated, and we hope that everyone will do it.
Awesome. Mr. Richmond, the American Rescue Plan, you brought up that a second ago for economic relief. That could be listed among President Biden's biggest successes. Now that the president has unveiled his $1.8 trillion American Families Plan, what is in that and how is it going to get paid for?
Well, the American Families Plan, a large part of it is we're raising the capital gains tax, and we're only raising it for 1/3 of the top 1% of the people in this country. And you have to realize that, I think the president said it last night, out of the 650 richest people in the country, their wealth went up $1 trillion during the pandemic while everybody else was hurting. And so we're just going to ask them to do a little bit more. And look, this is not anything new. It's based in scripture. To whom much is given, much is required. And this country is hurting. And working people have put this country on their backs, carried it all of this time. And all we're saying now is we want people who are doing better to just give a little bit more. But what the American Jobs Plan and the Families Plan does, it invests in our people. So it adds 2 years of school in the beginning. So now 3rd and 4th graders will go to school. It adds a child care tax credit so that people won't spend anything over 7% of their income on their child care. And then in the American Jobs Plan, we put $5 billion in there to fight community violence. And so that was a big push from our young black activists that they know what we need to do in our communities to make them safer, to help people prosper. And so they said, look, if you just give us the resources and make them available, we can do this. We don't necessarily need police. We don't need prisons as much as, people rely on them. We have solutions on our own. So the president, in a infrastructure bill, put $5 billion in for community violence reduction and intervention programs. But I just can't stress enough. Back on the education, we also had 2 years of free community college or 2 years of free or reduced HBCU tuition. And we're going to increase Pell Grants for students. So we are very consistent that we know that black and brown people have gotten the short end of this stick for a long time. And we're going to use our effort and our time in the White House to try to not only level that playing field, but to make people equal in terms of their ability to prosper and reach their own self-determined destiny.
Hey, I got to get you to come back on to talk about the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, and get into the details of that bill. But just real quick, do you think that bill is going to pass?
I do. Okay. I think that the Senate is working through some negotiations, but I think that we have put a lot of work in. Congress is putting an awful lot of work in, and I think we're going to see a result from that. People see very clearly that policing in this country is a problem, and that black men, black women, brown men and women are taking a beating at the hands of our law enforcement.
Right. Man, thank you so much, man, for your time this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me give it up for Senior Advisor to President Joe Biden and Director of the White House Office of Public Engagement. Give it up for Cedric Richmond. Hey, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson has 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Listen, Rick, I got 3 things for you, and the first is I think a lot of people were encouraged, maybe not as much by the announcement by a judge that the body cam footage would be seen by the family of Andrew Brown Jr., but also what the rollout was going to be for the next 30 to 45 days for that footage to be released to the public. The interesting thing, Rick, is that when I listened to reports yesterday, what I found was interesting, and what I think all of this has been about is, I believe that you've had police officials doing Monday morning quarterbacking, trying to figure out a way to justify this shooting. And so there's been so much conversation about whether or not Andrew Brown Jr.'s car struck police officers. And I found that whole terminology incredibly interesting. If the car came in contact with, or the car struck officers, and a car coming in contact with officers and a car hitting officers does not mean that a car is being used as a weapon against police officers. And so this still comes down to what was the threat that an unarmed man in a car was causing to police officers to justify lethal force. And you and I both know that dog don't hunt, as y'all would say in Alabama.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. And so we got to be really careful, even in the beginning phases of this, of listening to how police and ultimately defense attorneys, if there is an indictment, are going to attempt to paint a picture that there was a justifiable threat, which is what we hear over and over again. I think in a lot of ways, this is very much connected to my second thing, which is Biden's speech last night. And more importantly, Tim Scott, who in large part was asked to rebut the president's speech. And it was just riddled with inconsistencies. I mean, he went really far out on a limb to talk about how not racist America is. We're not even going to go there. Dealing with how Trump deserves credit for vaccinations and Biden's administration does not, though we saw that under President Trump, there was a stalling in the ability to even create infrastructure to distribute not just vaccines, but even information. And last but not least, I think what makes Tim Scott's response so interesting is that he has actively been involved in attempting to create police reform. And he's been part of several committees, several conversations. He talked last night about the fact that the Democrats blocked, in many cases, his efforts to ensure that I think a lot of his work, primarily around body cameras, was thwarted. And I just find it interesting, Rick, that, when the GOP talks about police reform, they almost always talk about technology and training.
Right.
How do we have more body cameras? How do we have more training? How do we have more access to training? How do we modify training modules? And that's actually been what's happening for the last 100 years. And it hasn't changed anything because the reform doesn't need to be rooted in technology and training. It needs to be rooted in why do police officers get in the car in the first place?
Right.
How do they show up in communities in the first place? And that's so much of what even defunding the police. I think a lot of people have been confused, at least by some people's proclamations. It's not about removing police. It's about removing policing as it currently stands so that you change what the duties of any kind of police force is. You demilitarize them. You don't use them for behavioral health calls, so on and so forth. So what I was encouraged, Rick, by Biden's speech last night was one thing in particular, and that was really pushing this notion of innovation and technology and solving in the area of health. He talked about his own son and the fact that there are so many men and women, families that have lost loved ones to cancer, and that cancer should be something that we solve. And Rick, you and I both know that the current American medical system really isn't about the solve. It's about the treatment. That's where the money is made. I'm one of those people. On May 2nd, I will commemorate 8 years of losing my dad to cancer. And I was excited about this notion that that this administration will look at attempting to solve something and create innovation and in a lot of ways incentives to solve. We'll see how that goes, but that was one of the things I was encouraged by last night. Y'all can hit me at Jess Nation on all social media. Those are 3 things I want y'all to think about. I'll text you next week, brother. Have a great weekend.
Hey, Jeff, appreciate you always, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey! Come on. Everybody, that was one of the favorite songs on that damn CD right there, Mary J. Blige. And it just always remind me of riding up and down Peachtree with comedian Sean Jones. Comedian Sean Jones out of Charleston used to love Mary J. Blige. And we was riding up and down Peachtree, and we was hanging out one night, and I think we had a show at Uptown, the old Uptown behind Houston, and we played that damn Mary J. Blige all night. And I mean, we was running the streets of Atlanta. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Best time ever.
Yes, just feel good
Girls
music,
in
you know?
sundresses.
Say what, Kate?
Project Girls in Sundresses. That's one of them songs, man. Come on.
It
man.
reminded me of the Jack the Rapper conventions, Rick. Did you ever go to those back in the day?
I did.
Jack the Rapper conventions. MJ Blige came out, honey. All the girls from Chicago got together. We was wearing the jerseys and the combat boots. It was just a thing. Like everybody in the whole hotel was singing this song.
Man, when I tell you that was Atlanta at its best.
Oh man.
At its best.
Man.
That was like 92, 93, 94.
That album vibrated everywhere, though, because I was out west in L.A., and I remember my homegirl who got the CD when it first came out. We all piled in that car and just trying to listen to it. Like,
yes.
We piled.
That's what real music do to you.
Man.
You want to learn
She was the
words.
hottest thing because she had the album.
Right.
Mary J. Blige, as a man, all you got to do is listen to her music, and it helps me as a man understand women, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need
about
to do.
the pain, Rock T.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that was one of the best. What is that? The 411?
Yes. What's the 411?
Every
this year, from last year. Ooh.
Every single thing on that album was a hit, and I mean, you don't even have to.
Never lied, Ricky.
You just got to go to the next song after you play it a couple of times. Then you go to the next song, then you play that one 2 more times. It's kind of like like the damn
it's like
Anita,
the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Right.
Yes.
Or that Anita Baker before and the one
Rapture.
after yes.
That
Yes.
Anita
Let it
Baker,
play.
every record, Ricky. Every
Let it
record.
play.
Mercy. Yes.
Man, we got
Tony
to do
Braxton
that.
Secrets.
We got to
every
do
record.
Right. I ain't talking to Tony Braxton right now.
Oh, what's she
What
do
Tony
now?
do, Rick? What Tony do?
we be playing phone tag, and she disrespectful because we argue about music. So we got some music beef right now. So I'm not talking to Tony Braxton right now. She was supposed to call the morning show, and she hadn't called, and you can tell her I said it. I'm mad and I'm upset
Ricky.
right now because she said the next show she wasn't gonna sing our favorite song.
The live 7 whole days, live version.
Right, and I'm in my feelings about it. It's just disgusting how she said that's her least favorite song to sing. And that's the best thing she ever made. It hurt my feelings. But yeah, man.
So you like that song, Ricky?
Huh?
You like that song?
It's my favorite song, but she don't. That's a problem.
Oh, so that's the beef.
That's the problem.
Huh?
You mad at her for not liking her own song?
Right. When we sit up there and we argue. We have argued for hours over this, over music. That's one of my best friends, but that's what we do. But right now we on speaker. She hung up in my face, and I called her back, and I hung up in her face, and that's that. That's that.
Okay.
I'm gonna text her in a minute.
We gotta squash that beef. We gotta get Tony on the phone now.
We gotta get Tony on the line.
Don't do him like that, Tony.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, this segment's being brought to you by Indeed. Looking to hire? Indeed will help you speed up the process. They have 135 skills tests to help you find the right candidates faster. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Eva Marcille here with a quick look at your front page news. President Biden delivered his first address to Congress last night. Biden spent a lot of time talking about his American Jobs Plan, but he also outlined his America's Families Plan, which includes universal preschool, 2 years of free community college, paid family medical leave, extended the child tax credit, and reducing health care insurance premiums. The president also urged Congress to work on voting rights legislation and pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act by the anniversary of Floyd's death, which is May the 25th. Meanwhile, Republican-led states are passing stricter voting laws. Florida is now the latest state that's making massive changes to voting rights. In other news, federal agents raided the home of Donald Trump's personal lawyer and former New York City's mayor, Rudy Giuliani. The search was a part of a criminal investigation into his dealings in Ukraine. Meanwhile, yesterday, a judge in North Carolina declined to release police body cam footage that showed the fatal shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. And last but certainly not least, federal prosecutors indicted the 3 men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery on hate crimes and attempted kidnapping charges. Ahmaud was the young man that was killed while jogging in Brunswick, Georgia. The federal indictments mean that even if the men get off of the state cases that are against them, they could still be found guilty in the federal case. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley MorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Man, before I get into this NFL draft, I got an old snap moment that recently happened. Mike Tyson just revealed that he's fighting former heavyweight champ Lennox Lewis in September, man. Mike's 54, Lennox is 55. If y'all remember,
if they don't go somewhere and sit down, ain't nobody finna watch them fight with adult diapers.
They got a combined age of 128.
Tangled up in the rope, and you done peed on yourself, and the other one done went to sleep. No, sir. I don't even know why you put that. Ain't nobody. Rock, man, gone.
Hey, man, I want to watch that fight, bro.
Man, gone. One of them gonna get punched and lose control of their bowels.
That was the fight that Mike said he wanted to eat Lennox's children.
Ain't nobody finna be sitting up there watching somebody be rolled into the ring and out of the ring. I'm not finna waste my time. Man, go on to the next story. Don't nobody. And then they get the arguing over the little money, and then they decide they ain't gonna fight. All them, they keep talking about they gonna fight, then they don't fight, then they cancel the fight, and all that kind of stuff. Nobody wanna see that.
Say, dog, let's talk about the draft then, man.
Yeah, come on.
It's going down 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Real quick, man. We already know Trevor Lawrence, quarterback out of Clemson, going to be the number 1 pick to the Jaguars. After that, man, listen, flip your coin. You got Zach Wilson, quarterback out of BYU, Mac Jones, quarterback out of Alabama, Justin Fields, quarterback out of Ohio State. Then you got Kyle Pitts, the big tight end out of Florida. And don't forget, Trey Lance, who happens to be my favorite player in this draft, quarterback out of North Dakota State. Man, so out of all those players, flip a coin. Picks 2 through 10 is going to be interesting to watch, man. Expect Patrick Surtain, who's the defensive back out of Alabama, to wind up as a Dallas Cowboys at pick number 10. That's what I have, man. If I go on my social media at Rock T Holler, we're going to go live and break this down even more. Yes, indeed.
There it is.
Brad got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rick's Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the hot spot being brought to you by
the Kings of Crunk will be on the Tom Joyner Fantastic Voyage selling November 6th through the 14th, featuring Bone Crusher, Eastside Boys, Young Blood, Shop Boys, them Franchise Boys, DJ Unk, the Yin Yang Twins, and Trailville. That's right, the Tom Joyner Foundation Fantastic Voyage. Call 214-495-1963 for details, or go to blackamericaweb.com.
There it is.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. So we're going to start talking about Jay-Z because he's made an addition to his extensive wealth portfolio by investing in the fitness company Lit Method. Now, according to People, the rap mogul's venture capitalist from Marcy Venture Partners invested in the Los Angeles-based fitness company for an undisclosed amount. Lit Method specializes in low-impact, high-intensity training using their signature all-in-one strength machine, which offers more than 500 low-impact exercise methods, including rowing, strength training, physical therapy, and Pilates. Now, Jay-Z's fitness investment appears to compete with his wife's partnership with the home fitness company Peloton. Now, Beyonce signed a multi-year deal with the company last fall to create a series of themed workout experiences, darling, for Peloton's treadmill and exercise bike workouts, including yoga and meditation classes. So I wonder how y'all think that work? How did, they doing two different companies, but they're competing. Like, does that clash anything? Is that a conflict at all?
Monopolizing the market.
Okay. Because Peloton is doing great too, and whatever Jay-Z do is going to blow up the Lit Method. So I guess, that's going to be dope. I just don't know who they root for when they do.
Exxon and Mobil coming together.
Yeah, right? BP and Shell. All right, y'all. Let's talk
about Lennox Lewis.
Y'all know we got a black Captain America, right? So following the success of Marvel's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, star Anthony Mackie, a fourth Captain America movie, is reportedly in the works, y'all. Anthony Mackie, who became a new Cap in the Disney Plus miniseries, says he found out about the new film from an excited fan while he was at a grocery store shopping, but he says he doesn't have an official word. Meanwhile, Michael B. Jordan is shooting down rumors that he'll be suiting up as Superman for an upcoming film based on the Man of Steel. A few years ago, he did pitch for a black Superman film, but he downplayed the possibility that he would be the film's star, and he said it's definitely a compliment, but I'm just watching on this one. So I guess he's just going to be producing and chilling, which is great to see him move up into directing and producing like Regina King. All right, y'all, let me see what else we're going to... Oh, let me tell y'all real quick about this show, The Rich and the Ruthless. Now, if you watched The Young and the Restless back in the day, you remember the character Drusilla Winters because she was played by actress Victoria. Is it Rao? I think it's Rao. Rao. Okay, well, see, they both said two different things. Well, y'all both right. Okay, we'll go with that. Well, you may not know the actress as an author, but she's currently the executive producer and star of the hit series called The Rich and the Ruthless, and it's just been picked up by BET+. Now, The Rich and the Ruthless is a behind-the-scenes dramatic comedy that follows a fictional story of the first black-owned soap opera on broadcast television. Stopping at nothing to stay empowered, this show has been nominated for a Daytime Emmy Award and has won Best Ensemble Cast and Best Lead Actress by the Independent Series. Season 4 come out of The Rich and the Ruthless and is set to premiere on May 13th, and it is going to be great, and it's on BET. All right, y'all, let me wrap up this hot spot right here. Coming up next, we got the Praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You did what at school?
We eat hot dogs, beans, corn, fruit, white milk, and white bread.
White milk and white bread?
Yeah.
Yeah. You tried to hold on. I need to mop my floor. You see how I mop the floor? The floor dirty. Yeah, I got to clean the floor. See how dirty the floor is? Now it's clean. I heard that. That's that white milk. Woo! You almost hit that head. I tell you not to run from me. You run. You ain't finna have me much to go. But you ain't got enough. You want some more? You want some more? You want some more? You want some more? You don't ever get tired once you get started. Straighten my pillow back up. Are you hungry? See, you hit your head. Oh, don't put your feet up on my furniture. Have you ate? Are you hungry? Huh? Oh, all right. You're going to snap your neck. You need to take gymnastics if you're going to do that. Don't snap your neck. It hurt, didn't it? Did it hurt? Let me see. Did it hurt? Let me see how strong. Let me see the muscle. Let me see the muscles though. Where they at? Let me see. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Papa, look what happened.
What happened?
It started blood in it.
Yeah, blood right there.
No, where's he?
Did you cry? What? You didn't cry? Why? Come here. Why you didn't cry? Because you're a big boy? Don't put your feet up there. Yeah. I had bought some. Oh, okay. Huh?
So I'm absolutely in love with this new little number I got from Macy's. Thank you. Yes, it is free, people. And I love it. Find it in the intimate section. You can wear it as a lounger or as jammies, whatever you like.